Hello there, what is going on, everybody? We are going to be taking a look at the U.S.S. Excelsior from Star Trek Picard. This is the Excelsior II class version of the Excelsior as seen in Picard, NCZ 42037. This is from Fanhome, from the official Starships collection. This is part of a series of deluxe collectibles that come fully painted and assembled and just meticulously detailed. And they also come with a stand, are perfect for display and collectors. You're really going to absolutely love this. I have been looking at all of the ships of this line. Big thanks to Fanhome for sending this out and making this review possible. They had gifted me a subscription for all of these, so I've been taking a look at all of them. And if you want to see more, at the end of the video, I'll have some more links over here so you can check those out. Or you can just search my channel for Fanhome and you're going to find lots more of these. If you guys are new here to the channel, I do talk a lot about starships and plastic starships and tabletop gaming and miniatures and collectibles and all of that. Love to have you stick around. We're doing giveaways all throughout December. It's the 12 Days of Life Day, and we are going to be giving lots of stuff away. I usually announce winners towards the end of my videos. If you want to have a chance to enter to win any of those, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my other videos, letting me know some of your favorite starships and what you want to see next on the channel, or whatever else you feel like mentioning. If I got something wrong, or if you want to see more cool stuff. Look at the front artwork on this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. Let's get this thing opened. All right, so once we get this thing open, we have our guidebook inside. Now, every ship is going to come with one of these. These are detailed books that are going to give you a lot of information about this ship. We'll look at that here in a moment. We also have our very well protected Starship. Oh, wow. Okay, this one looks really cool, and we're going to have to do a comparison to some of the other ships. I love how sleek and long this looks. First impressions, this one really stands out from the other ships of the line, and it has a lot of those important pieces that scream Excelsior to me, even from the classic Excelsior. So this is really cool. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to get this thing out. We're going to grab it from there, and it comes out real nice. This is a beautiful ship. Look at this. Wow. This is something else. It is weighted here in the front. It's usually they're weighted in a place that's going to allow them to stay on their stand a little bit easier. Let me get a better camera angle and we'll look at some of the detail of this up close. All right, so now we can see kind of up close. We have our registry number and U.S.S. Excelsior written on there in ultra super. Look at my fingers and look how tiny that is. But that definitely says U.S.S. Excelsior. We've got tons of deck plating on here, panel lines, lots of really detailed. Look at like this red line that's going around here, really detailed painting applications. We've got some gold bits on here, lots of red and white and various shades of gray that give this ship really help bring this whole thing to life. Here on the back, we have all kinds of different grays and some blues and give it a really distinct look. One of the things that is always nice about these ships is that on the nacelles or in different places, they'll have more of like an acrylic piece. So we've got this red acrylic in here, and then a little bit of the blue on the back of the nacelles, giving it that distinct Starfleet color profile, which is very, very pretty and recognizable and iconic. I love the way that the nacelle design is done here. By the way, I love how sharp some of these lines are right here, which is a very cool thing. And I love the bottom. One of the cool things about the Excelsior that I really started to appreciate in Star Trek Generations, with the Enterprise B being a modified Excelsior version, is that it's just the ship looks more like a boat, right, than a lot of other starships do. Looks like this one could take a water landing really, really well, and they really captured that in this design here as well, which is really pretty. We do also have some more blue acrylics in here for the deflector dish, which is also very nice. And of course, the bottom half of the saucer section, which you might not see once you have it on display as much, because again, you're probably going to be looking at this thing from like top down. You don't always look at a ship from underneath. But all of that, they have spared no problems here, no details. They left kind of unpainted, and everything is exquisitely detailed. It's very, very pretty. Now, We did talk about the weighting, right? It is weighted a little bit more right here. We're going to show you how to put this on the stand and how it looks once it's set up, and we'll also do some size comparisons, and we'll also look at the book. All right, so the stand comes in 2 pieces, and we're just going to insert the plastic part into the base. Now, the stands they have a felt bottom, so they're not going to slide around, and we stick that in there nice and secure, and this part is going to slide in here, just like so. Now, every one of the ships from this selection does have a stand. Every stand is custom made per ship, so you're not going to have an easy time trying to fit like the Enterprise into the Excelsior stand and vice versa. Because they're all made custom for each specific ship to hold it perfectly. And it's at a little bit of an angle also, which is going to show like it kind of flying in more of a natural flight pose, which is a really nice touch. Now, all of your ships are going to come with this book, like I talked about. One of the cool things about these books is they're going to give you all kinds of information about this. For example, some of the specifications for it, who the captain was, a little bit of a story behind this ship, and everything ranging from like the design of the ship in universe and also the behind the scenes stuff of kind of what went into it. Like we have a whole excerpt here on designing the Excelsior II class, concept art, all kinds of stuff. So really to help you appreciate what went into bringing this ship to your tabletop or your shelf or your cabinet or your desk at work or your desk at home. Very, very cool stuff. So yeah, you're going to get one of these with every single ship. And there's also a folder that will hold all of them together as well. So you can kind of keep them all organized and have your entire collection's booklets. Now, I did say I wanted to do a size comparison with a couple of the other ships. I'm just going to give you an idea. Like here's the Stargazer. Now this one is definitely much wider, right? This is one of the, I think the hallmarks of the Excelsior II here is that this is a much more narrow, and it's a long and narrow ship, which gives it a distinct look, especially amongst the other ships in this collection. And another one, here we have the Titan. I'm just going to pull this, I'm going to take this one off the stand here because, there we go. You can see that even the Titan, it's a lot more narrow than a lot of these other ships, which is very cool. Now, one thing about the ships of this collection, they're not all in a 1-to-1 scale with each other. They are all designed to fit about a certain sort of profile, about like less than a foot long, but able to kind of all look in approximate scale with each other, but not in universe scale. So, for example, like there are some ships that would be much larger or a little bit smaller, but they're all kind of about the same physical size. In the what like 8 to 10 inches kind of category. So that's kind of where we're at with this ship. This one's a little bit longer than most, but a little bit more narrow than most. All right, so that is our look at the U.S.S. Excelsior from Star Trek Picard from the Fanhome Star Trek official Starships collection. This is a beautiful ship, and this is definitely in my top 3 of the entire collection so far. It is the Excelsior's always been one of my favorite ships. The new model kind of holds true to the original design while still being a little bit more in line with like the 25th century kind of stuff that we're seeing in the future of Star, or 24th. Well, I forget what year actually Star Trek Picard takes place in, but the current era of Star Trek, which is it fits in it beautifully, and I'm very, very excited to see what is next from the official Starships collection. There's a lot more coming. There's a lot that I've already done. If you want to check any of those out, there are going to be links over here at the end of the video, so definitely check those out. I have a lot more that you can take a look at and get an idea of how they look and make a decision for yourself if that's something that you're interested in. All right, that's going to do it for this. Oh, again, I want to thank Fanhome. I also want to thank my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this whole channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all always. Wash your socks.